Timmy Mitchell's out in front. Timmy Mitchell's on in front.
It took a minute, now I didn't have to run away. When they get hard in the kitchen, you decide to stay. That's how the winners made. Stick a fork in the hater on my dinner plate. I walk into the fire like it's just a bit of flame. I switch my style up, what's the money fire up? I'm like, get rich or die trying, want me switch lanes. I'm always getting better, I'ma be on fifth place. On this one, they go for the next. Third, second, first, second, fourth.
Takes the white flag, one lap remaining here at the Rock. He is going to make his way on the turn 4 and come to the checker flag. Hunter Peach wins the fast lane 175 at Rockingham.
Great lift from the back of the speed. There's Bumpin' into Vegas. Who's it going to be? Wrecking John Parker around. It's going to be Ruiz winning the race.
Here out front, he is on third for checkers flag waving. John Parker back in the lead going. 2-3-4 for the final time. Nick Hapiak off of turn 4. Just a few more feet, and Nick Hapiak will be your champion for the 4th time in the NAOR DI Design Cup Series.
This is the NAOR iRacing Series.
Hello everyone, we are today at Rockingham. NAOR race number 14. Qualifying underway, the top 10 out on the track right now. It's 5 minutes left in qualifying. Josh Adams on pole position for now. Points here, Jonathan Parker in 5th place. Last week's winner also at Richmond, Jonathan Parker. A 5th spot, excuse me. Does qualifying underway right now. Top 10 trying to improve spots as much as they can. See limit here on the racetrack. All these drivers on the racetrack right here. We go. Quick look at our closer right now. Josh Adams. Ball machine. In the top of your screen, that's his fast lap is at 23.259. Can anyone improve off of that? Adams on the top side here. So he's about 2.5 to 3 tenths off there of his fastest lap. So track may have been a little bit slower actually right now, which is interesting to note. Tapiak only 4 thousandths behind Josh Adams. Let's see if he can improve those 4 thousandths right there. Very slim margins as Zachary Merritt goes a little bit quicker. He's back up to 8th place. He's up to 8th place, passing Cole Snyder. Capiak still out on the racetrack right now. Looks like Donnie Kite just went quicker. He's up to 8th place now. Bumps down Zach Ramirez down to 9th now. Now it looks like the top side's having the most time in here. Rockingham so far, at least for the fastest laps. Might see some people try to go to the bottom to save some tires here. As no one has been able to beat Josh Adams' lap time yet. If our current points leader, Jonathan Parker, is able to. Coming off 4. About 2.5 minutes left, so plenty of time to try and improve your lap time. We'll see if Parker can improve it. Right now he's on new tires. Parker only a 10th off of his fastest lap time. It's probably one of the closest lap times we've seen compared to the top 5 or so. No one's been able to be within a 10th or so of their lap times. Nick Capiak still trying to improve. He's on fresh tires now. 1:45 left in qualifying. Very little improvement so far in tonight's final 5 minutes as here comes Capiak down pit lane. Maybe doing a little practice pit stop. No, it doesn't look like it is. He's got to reset, get some new tires, get some fresh Goodyear rubber on it. As Cole Sander goes up to 7th, he improves his lap time right there. 23.366. Top 6 all separated by half a 10th right now. They're actually kissing while they're 5th right now. Meredith 4th. They're all in the pits right now, kind of just foregoing the last minute or so. So here comes Nathan Lamont. He's in 3rd place. He's on the racetrack. Capiak in 2nd. Josh Adams now not on the racetrack, so I don't think he believes he can improve his lap time any quicker than that. We'll see what Capiak can do this time. That's ripping the outside wall. We've seen it all qualifying long so far. Capiak off 4. Can he improve? He does nice. About 4/10 off. The track has gone way slower, it seems like. Very little time gain for this top 4 or 5 spots here. No one's been able to improve in the top 5. Seen some movement back here in the bottom half of the pack. Saw Cole Sander jumping his way up to 7th. Donnie Kite moved up a few spots, but now he's back down to 10th. So we've seen a few drivers be able to jump a little bit, be a little quicker in the bottom half of the field here. But no one's been able to improve out in front. Last lap this time by for Nathan Lamont and Nick Capiak. Capiak pulls off on the back straightaway. We'll see if Lamont can improve at all. Trend saying no. Can you do it? And he will not. Still about 2.5 tenths low compared to his fastest lap time. So track definitely a lot slower here in the last 5 minutes than it was at the beginning. But Josh Adams for pole sitter here. Tonight's race. What a lap time for Josh Adams there. Only 4 thousandths quicker than Nick Capiak, but it is enough to put himself on the front row, on the inside of the front row. Getting underway right now. So no, I don't believe Ethan Fonseca Moreno is in the session. Right now, currently sits 2nd place spot in the standings. In 3rd place behind him is Nick Capiak, but it does not look like Capiak's going to be able to make up some ground. He's about 150 points behind Ethan Fonseca Moreno, so even though in his missing tonight's race, Capiak will not be able to make up those spots, but battle for 3rd place in the upcoming races is going to be pretty close. You got Zach Ramirez pretty close between Nick Capiak and himself, and you got Jaden Porter also there too. Porter, he's missed a few of these last races, this race and last race I know of, so see if he wins back. I mean, Rockingham could be really unique racetrack here tonight. I mean, nothing really Something like we've seen all season long. We went last week to Richmond, which was kind of a version of Rockingham in a way, but Rockingham's a lot more bank, a lot quicker. The Richmond and Rockingham to me are pretty drive. I mean, if you go to Richmond, I think you're pretty good at Rockingham. But we'll see what happens here. Take a quick look at our grid here tonight as it showers. All up. As here's tonight's grid. NJB Designs 152 at Rockingham. Josh Adams on pole position. Nick Capiak alongside him in second. Nathan Lehman third. Zachary Miller fourth. Mark Kissingweather fifth. Jonathan Parker sixth. Pulsar seventh. Ryan Klein eighth. Kyle Top 9. Ronnie Kite 10th. Jose Ruiz in 11th. Brett Bennett in 12th. Josh Allen 13th. Justin 14th. Dylan Chapel 15th. Mike Campbell running out 16th. Final spot here. Field. Stage cautions will be lap 20 and lap 5, so a little short run here. Beginning the race 20 laps and then 25 laps in the second stage. A little 150 laps here at Rockingham. Rockingham, North Carolina. It's right now 1:33 in Simtown. Let's take a quick look at weather here tonight's race. Really nice, actually. 69 degrees overall in the sky, 77-degree track temp. Probably gonna get hotter throughout the night here in 1 p.m. in December. So, no, not the warmest in North Carolina, but still pretty warm overall. There's a pace truck going down the back straightaway, Thunder Valley, from the alley. As Josh Adams going to lead us to the green this time by. Pace truck going to take a hard left turn in the pit lane. Away we go here at Rockingham. Ooh, someone got a bad restart there in the back. Yeah, might have been Justin Quimby, possibly. I don't think it was a red card. It might have been Kyle Todd, maybe at 16, but anyways, down the back straight, you go, a little contact there. Jonathan Parker, Nathan Lamon, off of turn 2. Make it through lap 1 clean. 2 cars, I think, brushed the outside wall at these corners, but and now Josh Adams has a pretty commanding lead over Nick Capiak. Capiak under attack from Meredith right now down the back straightaway. With right on the back bump. Ooh, gets in the halfback there. Ryan made a mistake there off of 4. So he was battling Parker pretty hard there, but Ryan made a mistake off of 4, might have got a bit loose, and there he hits wall again off of 2. We're now top 5 or so, top 4 excuse me, have really pulled away, but Nick Hapiak really running outside wall for now. Here comes Meredith, outside lane, trying to make something work here. Comes at the outside, he's been dominant all night long so far. It's only 7 laps into it, but everyone's on the top side. And Hapiak hold off Meredith's charge to the inside. Hapiak almost clearing the turn 3. Tough. Nathan Lamont going to take advantage of that, and he's going to get around the outside of Meredith. Meredith loose off of 2. Could cost him a bunch of positions here. It could be Parker and Giovanni Conga around his outside lane. Hapiak for the race lead, side by side with Josh Adams. Adams on the inside, not got the momentum off the exit of the corner, so Hapiak takes the race lead on lap 10, halfway through stage number 1. Adams falls back now in the 3rd. This Lehman takes advantage of that. Here comes Jonathan Park to the inside lane. Parker still trying to play inside. Almost 3 wide for 3rd. Parker gonna almost clear Adams off of 2, and he does so, puts him right up the racetrack, but gets a little loose doing so. Adams falls down to 4th place after starting in pole position. Might have burned his stuff up a little too soon. 12 laps into the run, he's already down to 4th, and Giovanni Klein looking to attack here for that 4th place position. Tap back on the attack above as Nathan Lamb on the outside wall there. Loses a little bit of momentum off of 2. Parker really running the bottom lane compared to everyone else. He's really the only driver consistently doing so. 2 up front, stay on the outside lane. Parker slowly gaining that time on the inside, so I think he's might found something here. Save a little bit of his tires, save that right front tire on the inside lane. He's closing up on top two leaders. As Parker's continuing wrapping around that yellow line, on board with the 48 machine. See what he's doing a little differently than everyone else. He just Lehman gets really loose off the 2. Let's go out. Parker hits his inside. Parker's clear into turn 3, maybe. Holds tough on the outside. Oh, hard on the wall goes Lehman. The lose. He doesn't actually lose any time, actually. Parker is still hanging tough on the inside, but Lehman using the outside lane to his advantage. Parker just not able to clear. Oh, he does clear. Lehman gets a loose off of 2. Comes Josh Adams now. Huge battle for 4th place. This battle has allowed Nick Hapiak to pull away a little gap now, about 4/10 over the rest of the field. Jonathan Parker slowly closing that gap, wrapping around the inside lane. Would be enough time. About 1.5 laps to do catch up to Nick Hapiak for this stage win. Single file out. Most of the top 7. Parker's still trying to close the gap. He's down to about 1.5. He's got 1.5 laps to do so. Eric gets really loose again. Seems like I was losing off of 2. Parker with a great run through 3 and 4. Still using the inside lane. I don't think it'll be enough as through 3 and 4, the final time through stage 1. I think Nick Hapiak will come off of 4 and win stage 1 here at Rockingham. Yellow flag flies and Nick Hapiak is stage 1 winner. As I do expect most of these drivers to come out pit lane here, take 4 fresh tires and full tank. They only went 20 laps here, but we have another stage in about 25 or so laps, not 45. So we'll see when they restart. So it's probably about around 20, 21 laps again here. And Capac did a great job of keeping by Josh Adams, but after Adams got past, he kind of fell back in the 5th place spot, or pole sitter in that 12 machine. See if you can see a little bit better tires this next run. Everyone gonna come down pit lane. Actually, Meredith stays out. I think everyone else comes down pit lane. Will anyone take 2 tires? It looks like they will. Javon Klein takes 2. Dylan Chappell takes 2, maybe fuel only even for the 99 machine. Everyone else looks like they took 4. Nick Capiak comes off. I believe ahead of Dylan Chappell. Yes, he does. 4th place for Nick Capiak. Javon Klein taking 2 tires there as Kyle Taub also staying out here in 2nd. Interesting strategy call by these 2 front runners right here. Doug Meredith, Cal Taub. I think Meredith was struggling a little bit on those tires and loose off the point. How that's going to work out for him. See, we're actually going green this time by very quick pace laps here. Meredith likes to choose the top side, not surprising. Mostly every single driver has been around the top side tonight, except Jonathan Parker. We mentioned that earlier. That could be something to watch out for in that long, about 100 lap run. Stage 3 could be the deciding factor. Usually run the bottom lane saves a little bit more of your right front tire, and it seems like at this racetrack it seems like the right front and right rear is pretty evenly. Want to save them pretty evenly, because if you burn up the right rear a little bit too much, you saw a lot of drivers get loose off of turn 2, and turn 2 has been probably the biggest trouble spot here on the racetrack here, and that a lot of drivers losing it, hitting the wall possibly. Just so tight off of 2, because you feel like you can carry so much speed through obviously the high banks here, and then turn 2 just really just strains out obviously on the straightaway, and I'm caught by surprise. But here we go. We start here on lap 24, come lap 25. 21 lap shootout here for stage number 2 in the restart zone, and green flag is out. And Meredith gets a great jump as Jonathan Barker with a terrible restart there. He's going to fall back a bunch of spots. It's Giovanni Klein singing on Kyle Taub. Taub shuts the door. Klein on those 2 right side tires is going to fall all the way back down to that 13th spot as Nick Capiak's on the outside of Kyle Taub as Nick Capiak clears for 2nd. His sight's now set on Zachary Meredith. So Jonathan Parker struggling on that restart. Giovanni Klein taking a big send and getting his nose completely chopped off there. Not sure if he was exactly alongside of Al Todd, but Todd said, I don't think so. You're not going to the inside of me, and he stays in that third place spot. But Giovanni Klein loses all those spots down to 15th place now. It's going to be really hard for him to make up those grounds and those positions. As Nathan Lawman in the outside wall in the turn 3 and 4. Doesn't really slow him up too much tonight. We haven't really seen a lot of drivers get slowed up too much from hitting the outside wall. Might just be a little bit of a brush, more or less. I mean, his Happy gets really loose. First time we've really seen Happy struggle with the looseness of his car. Usually we've seen him pretty good the last 20 laps on the first 20 laps of the run. Stage 1. But Meredith doing a great job with no tires right now. Didn't take tires on the pit stop, and he's actually a little bit quicker than Happy and pulling away just a little bit from that 6 machine. Meredith makes a little mistake there off of 2. It'll be interesting to see how bad the tires start wearing here for Zachary Meredith. Tapiak closing the gap here in that 17 machine. As here comes Hapak to the inside lane, makes a move into turn 3 and 4, not going to be able to clear Meredith yet. Meredith holds on strong in the outside lane. Still side by side, Hapak blinks out for a second. Meredith still on the outside lane, can he hold on? No, he doesn't. Zachary Meredith concedes the race lead to Nick Hapak. He didn't want to, obviously, but Hapak just so much quicker on those fresh tires. Nick Hapak back out to the race lead. One stage 1, looking strong for another stage 2 performance here. Here comes Mark Kisseweather now, inside lane of Zachary Meredith. There's Park on the inside lane. Saw it last time in stage 1. But we see it again here, where he slowly gained his time. Get up to second here and try to battle Nick Hapiak at the end of this run. As Kisseweather is still trying to get trying to get past Zachary Meredith, as he is alongside him, but just not able to get around him. So here comes Jonathan Park on the inside lane. He has that 48 machine has something figured out on the bottom. So I got kind of just like stage 1. Nick Hapiak really liking what he's seen in his mirror. These guys just kind of all in the big pack together. It's Kisseweather in the outside wall. 3 wide, Taub in the middle. Josh Adams on the inside lane. Taub splits them both. There's a 3 wide in the turn 1. And the worst of it goes to Kisseweather as he hit the outside wall in 3 and 4, and he falls back down that 6th place spot, maybe even 7th. Oh, he's in the outside wall again off of 2. And he drops down to 6 as here comes Jonathan Parker for that 2nd place spot. He's a clear Meredith. Parker really, really quick on the bottom. Only driver to really make the bottom lane work. We'll see how it plays off here in his next 10 laps or so. Second stage is on lap 45, excuse me. So we'll see how high the difference is here between the 6 and the 48. The top 2 have really pulled away from the rest of the field. As Meredith still holding on with those no tires taken. But he's kind of having a little bit of he's kind of creating a big pack behind him. The driver's just not able to get around him. He's down for 4th place behind him. Josh Adams, our pole sitter, in the outside lane, kissing him on the inside. As Taub also behind them. He didn't take tires on the last pit stop. As Parker has caught up to Nick Hapiak. But they continue about here for his 3rd place spot. 3 wide now. Meredith in the outside wall. Side by side for the race up ahead. Jonathan Parker in the inside lane. Hapiak on the top side. 10 laps to go in stage number 2. Hapiak hold on the outside lane. Off for turn 4. Doesn't look like he will. As Taub gets the outside wall. 3 wide again. We're at 5th or 6th place spot. As they're still side by side for the race lead also. Hapiak holding on strong in the outside lane, but can he hold on enough? Don't know if he can hold on for these next 8 or so laps. It looks like he will clear Jonathan Parker, but just not enough though. I think he was ahead of him for a second there. He really wanted to be aggressive. He could cut his nose off. I think Hapiak will be a little smarter than that. It looks like Hapiak will clear. Will he take the bottom? Yes, he will. He takes Parker's laying away from him. Parker washed up the racetrack, a little dirty air there. Got 48 machine. Adams hits the outside wall, but he's coming to life here. Up to third place. He struggled early in stage 1. He's got back up to third in stage 2 on lap 39. He's again side by side for the race lead. The outside lane has been the preferred lane here tonight so far, and you can see why Hapiak able to hold off the charging Jonathan Parker. Even though Parker might be a little bit quicker than Hapiak, Hapiak using his placing his car where it needs to be on the outside lane, not allowing Parker to get the run off the corner. There's one car really loose. That's Brett Bennett right there in that 5th place spot. So was Josh Adams and Kissing while to get to the inside lane. That 3rd place spot. As Kissing while they're drifting through the tri-oval as Hapiak side by side with Jonathan Parker yet again. As Hapiak looks like he has a bunch of damage, but not sure what's going on there, but he is okay. He's just blinking a little bit there. But all this battling is allowing Josh Adams to close the gap on these leaders. 5 laps to go, come to 4 laps to go. This time for stage number 2. Josh Adams could be a sneaky driver to watch out for if these guys in front of him continue to battle for that 1st place spot. Hapiak bit loose off of 4. Side by side, Parker's gonna get him to the line. Can he clear in the turn 1 and 2? Watch for a slide job maybe. Up the racetrack they go. Parker holds on the inside lane. Lap traffic up ahead. This could play a big factor right here in this stage 2 battle. Lap traffic staying low. It's knocked out Jonathan Parker. Parker has to move up the racetrack a little bit more than he wants to. Hapiak gonna have the half a car length ahead. And here comes Josh Adams and Mark Kissenweather. They're in the battle now for the stage win. 2 laps to go here. Hapiak holding on strong on the outside. Can he clear off of 2? He does so. Hapiak clears off of 2. Now through 3 and 4, Hapiak goes low. Parker goes up high. Parker with a huge run off of 4. White flag this time for stage 2. Parker back to the bottom. Who will get to the line first? 1 and 2, Parker. Still doing what he's been doing this whole race pretty much. Staying on that inside lane. Who will get to the line first? A little bit of contact into 3 and 4. Through 4. Parker got send it up the racetrack. He's going to clear Hapiak. A little slide job action. Hapiak crossing him over at the line. It's going to be Parker barely getting Nick Hapiak. What a move for Jonathan Parker. That will win him stage number 2. Wow, what a move. Jonathan Parker. That looked like a race-winning move right there. And, man, he really sent it in 3 and 4. I thought Hapiak for sure was going to get it once he cleared him the lap before, but Parker's with a great run off of turn 2, able to make it happen. As down pit lane, probably every single one of these drivers will come. Yep. 100 laps to go when we go back green, give or take. He won't take 2 this time. Well, a few drivers take 2. Giovanni Klein not able to make those 2 tires work. Obviously, he had an aggressive move on Kyle Taub on that restart. So all the way back on the 15th. We'll see what happens here. Expect everyone to take 4 tires here. On the park off the pit lane is Hapiak 2nd, Adams 3rd, Lamon 4th. This one there, not sure what happened to that 15 machine. Still on pit lane, coming off pit lane right now. I just had a bad stop. He had a 25-second pit stop there. I believe he finished 4th in that stage there, so he fell back all the way down to 13th place. I'm not sure what happened to that 15 machine. But Parker, good performance from him tonight so far. Only driver really to make that bottom lane work consistently. And he's going to choose the bottom this time. I mean, not surprised at all. As pit truck took the hard left turn on the pit lane for the 3rd time tonight. Stage 3 has just begun. 50 laps down, 101 to go. And green flag is out here at Rockingham. And Parker takes the race lead easily. Going to clear it. Hapiak in the turn 1 and 2. A lot less drama than we had in the start of stage 2. But Parker leads down the back straightaway. Adams up to 2nd now. Hapiak down to 3rd place. Not the most ideal restart he wanted, but still minimal damage for him down that 3rd place position. Still has time. Claws way back up there. 100 laps. Long way to go here at Rockingham. Foul here in the back. In the mid-pack, pretty much everywhere on these restarts. A lot of side-by-side action here. Single foul out. Got the most of the field. A little side-by-side action. It's Jose Ruiz right there in that 10th place spot, and Josh Arnold. That was Jonathan Parker. Leads us down to turn 1 and 2 off of turn 2 down the back straightaway he goes. I think Adams is trying to follow his line to the inside lane. Just ride the bottom, stick that yellow line. Cavcias Atlanta, it's called harvicking. Sometimes it usually does work. I mean, at least in the race in the right front, really wears his move. One car way loose. It's Kyle Todd. There's Brett Bennett now to the inside of that 6th machine as Apiak is the top side. He's going to clear Bennett. I think Bennett got really tight on entry there. Almost stood up in the Apiak, and he had to back out of that one. Apiak falling off a lot more than he probably wanted to here. Not sure, just trying to save some tires. It is a long run. They have 60% fuel on the fuel run. Should be about 57 or 60 laps around that length. So these guys will have to make at least one pit stop here, at least by the midway point about. Tapiak kind of has a train behind him that is forming a little bit bigger, as we have one car on the inside. So Nathan Lima on the 14 machine trying to get around Brett Bennett, that 4th place spot. As Hapiak building his little train here, I would call it, but Lamont trying to get around Brett Bennett, but it's going to be hard to do so when Hapiak's right in front. You can't really slide job Brett Bennett without pretty much taking out Nick Hapiak. He probably does not want to do that. As way loose Joseph Ryan Klein as he smoking down the back straightaway, and going to drop about 2 positions here from 6th to 8th. He had a good bounce back from that almost disastrous wreck he had on the turn 1 on the start of stage 2. He's back up to 8th place, was up to 6th, but I know he's pretty quick at Rockingham. We've only broadcasted one race here. Rockingham's in front of him. Dying Kite getting loose as Kyle Todd gets out to the inside of Javon Klein. As I was mentioning, Klein dominated that one race he broadcasted. It was a Bolt Bin 6 race. Dominated that race, so he knows his way around Rockingham, so he could be a sleeper here. The strategy plays out, but he's about 2.5 seconds back from Jonathan Parker right now. It's not really a good sign this early into the run, only 10 laps into this run. So top two have really checked out from the rest of this field as Hatback continues to lead his little pack of cars here as Parker, Josh Adams, 1-2 right now in their own zip code here in Rockingham, North Carolina. That's actually the way they go. See the gap between all these drivers. Mid pack not really able to spring out like the front pack is. Everyone's just so even, it seems like. Nathan Lemon continues the bottom lane. We saw he was side by side with Brett Brenner earlier, but he's continuing to use that bottom lane, trying to save some tires. He's giving us Bennett now to the inside, trying to get around Happy Act. Happy Act. I'm really surprised by Happy Act's pace right now. I mean, as Klein again. He might have some damage even there. As again, I couldn't really exactly say. I think he got loose maybe, and yeah, he just gets loose again. I mean, I've seen a lot that happened a lot here tonight. I mean, just drivers just get the right rear just gets loose all of a sudden off of 2 and off of 4 even sometimes. But I was mentioning before, I'm surprised that Catback's pace right now really slow compared to the top 2. I mean, I'm not sure if he's just trying to save a lot here, but there's a difference between saving a lot and saving some tires. I mean, if you save too much, then at some point you're just too far back to even use up your tires that you did save. Advantage is a little bit, but I mean, still got a long way to go. Not even halfway yet. 63 laps down. Jonathan Parker has probably been the class of the field. He won stage 2. Happy Act won stage 1. And Parker has been really, really quick here tonight so far. And now he's showing a clinic right now in the second half of stage 2 and now up to now. We're getting a little more sprung out right now as we're going to do a quick crank it up here on LRM. So as we crank it up, these drivers have kind of closed the gaps down from each other. Now one big pack yet again behind Nick Hapiak. Hapiak has not been able to pull away from this pack of drivers behind him. There's Brett Bennett, Jamai Klein. He's been halfway spinning out down the back show like 2 or 3 times already this run. I mean, he's still in that 6th place spot. Or 5th place spot, excuse me, actually. Amon still continuing to run that bottom lane. Continues on the top, and he's been quick, just made a lot of mistakes here tonight so far. I mean, I think we would get late race caution. You could maybe be one to watch out for. He's come from the back to the mid pack to the front a little bit here so far. He keeps hitting the outside wall in turn 1 and 2. kind of a wall riding a little bit here, I think. Maybe could be an iRacing bug here visually. But I mean, good so far tonight. They're kind of just all lined up on the top still. No one's able to really make any moves too much. It's Happyack pulling away just a little bit now. The guys behind. Guys start wearing out their tires. Here's Brett Bennett under attack from Javon Klein. Klein under attack from Kyle Taub. Brett Bennett pulled away a little bit, but Klein still under attack from Kyle Taub. Taub into the inside lane, half a car length ahead, even now down the right straightaway. They're halfway through this race as Jonathan Parker leads now. On lap 70, coming to lap 75, excuse me, 74 and a half, I would guess. They would be leading, coming to halfway. Brett Bennett in fourth, Javon Klein still in fifth. Klein held off Taub there. Taub still on the inside lane trying to make some things happen, but not able to. We'll see when pit stops happen here. Still quite a bit away from those pit stops happening, about 20-25 laps or so. Ooh, a little defensive move here from Brett Bennett. Not sure if he meant there, or maybe just got a bit loose off of two. But Klein still behind. I think he's a little quicker as Happyack has really pulled away from this group behind him. Oh, Meredith gets way loose off of two there. They'll lose a spot to Nathan Lemon. Losing that spot, knocking out Meredith there. Falls back to eighth, and he's under attack from Jose Ruiz as side-by-side Kyle Taub and Brett Bennett go. Taub looking out for a fourth space spot. Klein again getting loose off of two there. Loses a spot to Nathan Lemon and maybe even Jose Ruiz behind him. Kyle Taub side by side. Brett Bennett is going to clear off of four. Taub slides ahead, but Brett Bennett with a great crossover move at 47 machine as he retakes that fourth place spot, but he's going to be in the inside lane now. And Taub's going to easily get him on the outside. Taub moves up to fourth. Bennett down to fifth as again. Javon Klein, I think he burned up his stuff a lot. Those right rears are really burnt up. They split three wide in the middle between Zachary Meredith and Nathan Lemon. He's falling on his way down to 9th place, now down to 10th here shortly. Lemon to try to get around Brett Bennett now. Not able to do so. A lot of comers and goers shut the round. Let's take a quick look at our most positions gained so far. Top 3 positions gained. It's Brett Bennett, Jonathan Parker, and Kyle Taub. So these drivers have been gaining about 5-7 positions here. So I mean, definitely able to pass here. I thought probably a little bit more track position oriented here tonight. I mean, it has been. I think it's a mix of you are able to pass, but track position does mean a lot. But Nick Happyack, watch out. Number 6 there, about 2 tenths quicker than our race leader, Jonathan Parker. I was a little worried that he was saving a little bit too much, but right now his lap times are looking really good. Here he has a pit in about 20 or so laps. But if he can keep this pace up, he'll be right with Jonathan Parker before these pit stops happen. We'll see how that plays out. I'll watch out for that 6 machine here late in this race. Strategy could play the factors. Oh, little contact. Zachary Mayer to Brett Bennett. Mayer might hit the outside wall and find the outside wall yet again off of turn 2. Nathan and Josh Arnold side by side, kissing with her there. The one driver now pit lane. That's Mike Campbell. He's in 16th. He's 15 laps down, so not on the lead lap. It's 3 wide now for that 10th place spot. Cole sending up to 9th. Giovanni Klein actually 9th place spot here. That's Happy really on the move right now. He's quicker than everyone on the racetrack. The drivers continue the battle behind 10. Appiak now closing the gap here on Josh Arnold. 6-10 separate these two drivers. Appiak is a man on a mission here on lap 87. And close the gap between him and Jonathan Parker. Out here for that 9th place spot, Giovanni Klein, Josh Arnold. Klein's falling back quite a bit after basically killing his rear tires there. Offside multiple times here tonight so far. Red shot for 2. Arnold does clear as Happyak has closed the gap now to Josh Adams. Got down to 2/10 this time by. As Justin Quimby down pit lane. Big Happyak get around Josh Adams. It's one thing to catch him, it's another thing to pass him. Really good passing here. Looks like he's kind of stuck behind his dirty air right now. He was making some good pace, but not looking good right now. They continue the battle for the 5th place spot. Here comes Jose Ruiz up the 5th place now for that 23 machine. As here comes Happyak past Josh Adams as Adams falls back to 3rd place now as Nick Happyak has his sights now set on Jonathan Parker. He's about 10 laps away from pitting here, but can he make as much time up as he can on Parker? He's about 2.2 seconds back. We'll see what the lap times are these next 3 or 4 laps. If he has a chance to win this race here through these pit stops. There's been a lot of comers and goers to this 45 lap green flag run. It all comes down to the money stop here in about 15 to 20 laps. I guess unless not 10 to 20 laps. 10 to 15, excuse me. That should be about the fuel window here. Everyone pretty much spread out evenly throughout the field as Parker having to battle through some lap traffic. Donnie Kite not letting Parker around easily. And on the top side, ooh, is really battling Jonathan Parker hard right now. Thing is, no, Donnie Kite and Nick Happyak are teammates, so Johnny Kite kind of helping out Nick Capiak, and he did that time. Capiak in about 2/10 that time. As Kite go look back to the inside lane of Parker. Parker could easily get around on the outside lane. Brett Bennett, Josh Arnold side by side. Great spot. Capiak made a mistake maybe. Actually no, Josh Adams coming down pit lane. That's what I saw right there. Adams coming down pretty early here. About 54 or so laps to go. Interesting strategy call there. That 12 machine. We'll see if he plays off. He went 48 laps on these sets of tires. He'll try to go 5 more laps on these sets of tires this time. He's the first driver down pit lane in the top 5 so far. Capiak not quicker than Jonathan Parker last time. Parker was about 2/10 quicker on that 6 machine. So it is this time by. Time by was pretty much even within a 1/10 of each other. Kalataba, I believe, coming down pit lane this time by. And yes, he does. Now make sure you don't speed down pit lane or some sort of penalty here. Josh Adams out on the racetrack again here. No penalty for the 12 machine. Lean down pit lane. The Capiak also down pit lane here. For a second place driver down pit lane. Will Jonathan Parker respond? Yes, he does. A lap later, Jonathan Parker down pit lane. Jose Ruiz takes the race lead with 50 laps to go here. 100 laps down, 50 to go. No cautions have came out due to a racing incident. Only 2 cautions here for the stage. So as soon as I say that, I think that's Giovanni Klein around down the back straightaway. I can't believe that just happened. But Giovanni Klein spun around down the back straightaway. You saw he's gotten loose a few times here tonight, and I think it finally came to be there. It's actually came off a pit lane. May have been pushing just a little bit too much. And commentator's jinx right there. So yep, he just lost the rear end, and around goes that 5 machine. Saw it multiple times tonight. Was not surprised that Divine Klein was the driver to spin out, but that hurts Nick Capiak and Jonathan Parker as they were both trapped a lap down here. And look who's in the race lead, Jose Ruiz. Insane stuff here. 49 laps to go as everyone in this top 8, everyone on the lead lap goes pit here. That's actually Zachary Meredith. I believe he might be the lucky dog, maybe. Actually, no, he was down pit lane when the caution came out, but he did not stop in his box. He did not go lap down. Jonathan Parker, I don't believe he will be the lucky dog because he might have been in pit lane when the caution came out. It looks like he won't be. Nick Capiak will be the lucky dog here, since he was on the racetrack when the caution came out, because when you're in pit lane, you're not eligible for the lucky dog, even though you're ahead of, let's say, another lap down car. That's why Jonathan Parker not gonna get the waiver around here, and Josh Adams also not gonna get the waiver around here. But Jose Ruiz wins the race off of pit lane. Mark Kissenweather in second, Josh Arnold in third. Top 3 off of pit lane. This time by very quick caution laps here. Because Addison update that they had doing something, but it seems like they're a lot quicker and going to go back green. Jose Ruiz good. He is to the green this time by. As base truck gonna take the hard left turn on the pit lane. Once again here with 47 laps to go, coming to 46. Jose Ruiz gonna lead us to the green this time by. And green flag is out. Oh, Chris Mother spin on the restart. Big wreck behind. That's a massive pile up there. I don't know who all was involved. Cole Steiner has 16 of Kyle Taub involved late there. And Kissing Mother, I just spun the tires there. Boy, Med got hit in the rear end. Couldn't really see quite well enough to know exactly what happened there, but see from this blimp camera in the restart zone. Now he just spun the tires. Cole Steiner wasn't even there yet, and that jumps the field quite a bit. Caution comes out instantly after that one. And what a change of events here. Is Hapiak up to 5th place now. Parker in 6th. I don't believe they had any damage in that wreck there, but Kisselwiller, around he goes. Yeah, we haven't really seen people spin the tires too much. We had a little bit of a restart incident on the initial restart. Someone didn't go quite as well, but I mean, bro, I haven't really seen anyone spin the tires out, especially with 4 fresh tires here. Caution comes out right after the first racing incident. They say cautions, precautions. But we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back before the green flag, this time back. As we're back here live at Rockingham, North Carolina. We're going to restart here with 42 laps to go. Back-to-back cautions here. Caused a huge chain of events, and Jose Ruiz in the race league alongside Josh Arnold in 2nd. Most dominant here car tonight here. Jonathan Barker restarting at 6th place spot. Nick Kapiak not far in front of him in that 5th place spot. Those two have been really good here tonight. We'll see what happens here on this restart yet again. Jose Ruiz is going to take us to the green, and there he goes. Great launch from that 23 machine. As Arnold is clear on the inside lane. As Kyle Top making 3 wide middle. Oh, Josh Adams around. He goes. He saves it. No caution is out. They keep it green. Out in front. Jose Ruiz still leads. Here comes Nathan Lamont to the inside of Donnie Kite in that 3rd place spot. Lamont going to clear up to 3rd now, excuse me. Parker in 5th, Hapiak 6th. They single file out here. Most of those smoke ahead. Not sure who that's from. Might just be from the lap before. Side by side action behind them. Nick Hapiak in the attack from Brett Bennett. Hapiak going to clear on the inside. Going to use the outside lane to his advantage now. Up ahead, Jonathan Parker to the inside. Donnie Kite, they were just battling a little bit earlier here tonight, but Kite was a lap down. Parker was trying to unlap himself. Not unlap, a lap him, excuse me. So that's Nathan Lim on way to the inside lane. Not sure what happened to him. I think he just got loose off the floor there. They got contact there. They just lost it himself. Back down to 7th now. Ryan climbed that 8th place spot. Really quick on the short runs, and seems like the long run not so much. Out in front still is Jose Ruiz, Josh Arnold 2nd, and Jonathan Parker in 3rd. With 38 laps to go, and anyone stop Jonathan Parker from winning this race here? He won stage 2. He's been dominating the 3rd stage. That late race or mid-race caution, I would say, mid-stage caution, I guess. Really threw a wrinkle in his shoes. He just pitted there. Got lucky, he had kind of the caution right after that one. And he didn't go, he only went 1 lap down, so he got the wave around there. Right now, to close the gap here on Josh Arnold. Now Parker to the inside lane. Arnold, let's stay middle. Wash up the racetrack a little bit. Go get off of 2. Gonna hold on the 2nd for now. Parker still not able to get on Josh Arnold here. The laps are ticking by. But he's pretty much the same lap times as Josh Arnold and Jose Ruiz ahead. So not losing a lot of time, but it's going to be helpful once these tires get a little older to get those, get around some people here. Top three pretty much under blanket right now. Nick Kapak still in that 7th place spot. He was probably the 2nd best driver here tonight, other than Jonathan Parker. Kapak just had a bad restart there and just kind of stuck in that 7th place spot, not able to go anywhere. Williams parking out the inside of Arnold. Side by side. Arnold half car length ahead. Continuing in the outside lane. Oh, doing a great job going off the Parker. Parker's still not able to get around Josh Arnold at 22 machine. Doing a great job defending from Jonathan Parker. Parker's been able to get around pretty much anyone he wanted to once he tried, so Arnold not letting him do it. Top 3 still under a blanket here. Really, there's not been a lot passing, just side by side for 2nd, and Jose Ruiz really liking that way he sees it, in that mirror right now. But Parker's still very close to him, only about a 10th or so behind our race leader of Jose Ruiz. There's Donnie Kite lurking in that 4th place spot. Ethan Lama behind him, and a whole bunch of other cars behind Nick Kapak. And Nick Kapak late in these runs has seemed to be the best race car so far. We'll see if we can have another late race charge here, as we saw a last green flag run we had before the caution came out. Parker, I think, might be finally able to clear Arnold maybe off of 2 here. He almost does so, just not enough though. As caution is out, as Cole Snyder, Zachary Meredith spun around. 2 very slow drivers right there. Off of turn 2. It looks like Klein ahead of them too. Also, as Meredith takes a hard lick to the inside wall. Down the back straightaway. Get better view of that one. Klein, I think, just got it loose again. I mean, again, Klein just getting loose off of turn 2. Seen it all night long. I don't know if it's like a driving style for him, but no one else has been able that loose off of 2 every single time, it seems like. But Zachary Meredith, Cole Center, I don't think they really, I don't think they expected to check up as much. Cole Center trying to check up for Javon Klein. Zachary Meredith had nowhere to go. And it's back that 24 machine. Kind of recording effect here, but we advance here and everyone else down pit lane except Cole Snyder. Interesting call for that 24 machine. A lot of running damage there, so we'll see. Let's just pit this time, next time by. There's Ruiz off of pit lane. Parker taking 2 tires there. Bunch of drivers taking 2. Donnie Kite, Nick Capiak taking 2. Devine Klein taking 2. Jose Ruiz and the rest of the field taking 4. Interesting strategy calls here from all these drivers. Will it play off as Wilson also staying out? Will it stay out this time? Or will he pit? He's gonna let this stay out here, so interesting call from Cole Snyder there. Let this stay out, especially with all that damage that he has. Jonathan Parker recently lane. Now you're on the inside. Parker, I think he's looking really good right now here with those 2 tires. So and the Capiak is really quick, but I don't know about Javon Klein. I mean, he's been loose all night long, and taking 2 right side tires is just gonna make the car a little looser. So, I mean, I don't know if that was the right call there. I mean, unless he didn't take fuel, because if you don't take fuel, that tightens it up a little bit. That could help. But we'll see what happens here on this restart here. It's 23 laps to go. Cole Snyder go least to the green. And green flag is outside with a great jump. Donnie Kite still in the inside lane of Jonathan Parker, but Parker better do the gears a little bit better. As all the back bumper of Cole Snyder's are 3 wide behind him. Snyder gets really loose off of 2. Way down the racetrack he goes. Parker takes the race lead. And Kite follows through. There's a 3 wide for second. Contact between Snyder and Kite there. Kite stays in, moves on to 3rd. As Snyder getting eaten up by everyone else. So here comes a big pack of drivers here with those 4 tires. As the 2 out in front, Jonathan Parker, Nick Capiak, the 2 stage winners. There goes Javon Klein getting loose yet again. Down the back straightaway. Jose Ruiz, the first driver on 4 tires in that 4th place spot. Will it pay off for him as they're wrecking him back? Javon Klein around. And another caution here late in this race. Cautions and precautions, it seems like. Fine around here on lap 21. Will happen there. Looks like he just got loose again. I mean, I kind of said it earlier, taking 2 tires just makes the car looser. Javon Klein is going to lose way looser than anyone else all night long. Not pay off for him. Two-tire gamble sends him all the way down to 14th place. Fine around the second time tonight. As we're going to take our final break here tonight, we'll be right back for the green flag. As we're back here live at Rockingham with 18 laps to go this time, 17 laps to go this time by Jonathan Parker leads Nick Capiak alongside him in second, who will get to victory lane here in the next 17 laps. You will see here, pace truck is off, and Jonathan Parker will lead us to the green this time by through the Geico Research Zone, and there goes Parker clearing the field big time over Nick Capiak and Donnie Kite. Parker with about 2-3 car lengths between those two drivers. Capiak and Kite side by side for second and third. Two cars on the outside wall there. Parker continues to lead over Nick Capiak, pulling away now at first place spot. 15 laps to go. Capiak will try to close the gap here. About half a second back from Jonathan Parker. Josh Adams on the inside lane of Kyle Taub. Oh, wrecking in the back. Mark Kissenweather around. That's going to bring out another yellow here. Kissenweather spin around down the back straightaway. We'll see. Looks like Kissenweather just lost it off for two. Saw that many times here tonight already. Around he goes. Goes around down to 14th place and down pit lane he goes also. Another caution here tonight, another restart for Nick Capiak to maybe make a move here on Jonathan Parker, but Parker's really good on these restarts here tonight. I just don't know if anyone can count out for the machine. He's out in front. Let's bring in our race leader, Jonathan Parker, here for a quick moment. Taking this. Hello, Jonathan, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
So it's coming down to these final few laps here. Another restart. You've been really good on these past few restarts here in the race lead. How are you playing on the hold on these next 10 or so laps?
Yeah, I just got to hit my marks. Make sure I don't spin the tires on the restart. It's been a problem today, as I'm sure you guys seen. And I just got to be mindful where Nick is, so it doesn't take, a dive at me. But do that, we should be okay.
Yeah, you've been really good here tonight. I mean, you've been right in the bottom. Have you been a little bit, kind of figure out a little bit something different on the bottom compared to everyone else? Talk us through that and kind of the racing line here tonight.
Yeah, it's just kind of line I run here, and every line's worked. Like you saw at the end of stage 2, I used the top to get a run on Nick and kind of edge him at the line a lap later there. So you can definitely use both lines. I just, when I'm in my groove, I like using that bottom.
Well, good luck here in these next 10 laps, and we'll see if you can pull it off in the victory lane.
Yep.
That was Jonathan Berg in that 48 machine, going to try to pull off the win here like he did last week at Richmond. Currently, he's the points leader right now over Ethan Von Moreno. Moreno not in tonight's race, but he's easily going to be the points leader going in next week, even more so than he is now. Go down the back straightaway we go. 10 lap shootout, decide the race win. If we don't get another caution here, who knows? I mean, cautions have been cautions. All pretty much, this race is a big indicator of that one. Here we go. Pace truck, gotta take the hard left turn on the pit lane. Jonathan Parker goes lead us to the green this time by. There we go. Green flag is out. Another good restart for Jonathan Parker. Donnie Kite not letting Nick Capiak down to the bottom lane. Capiak going to be side by side with his teammate Donnie Kite down through 2, off of 2 now. Keep it clean through turn 1 and 2. Kite runs the bomb. Capiak up top. Capiak going to clear Kite off of turn 4. Jonathan Parker already up to a 5-10 lead as a 3 wide through turn 1 here. That's Josh Allen on the very top side. Jose Ruiz in the middle. Josh Adams now on the bottom there. Still 2 by 2 here for that 7th place spot. Adams on the bottom, followed by Lehman. Behind him on the top, Brett Bennett. Behind him is Vonnie Klein climbing the outside wall for 2. That is being really aggressive here right now. Push as much as they can here. And they get every spot they can as still continuing to battle for those mid-pack positions. Jose Ruiz in 5th right there. Now we'll focus on Brett Bennett and Josh Adams on the inside of him. Bennett trying to get good runs. Klein and Bennett at the outside wall for turn 2. That's Lehman on the inside still. Lehman going to try to do a little slide job. Not able to do so in turn 3 and 4. Still side by side for the 7th place spot. Oh, contact. Brett Bennett, Lehman around. Does he save it? Yes, he does. No, maybe. Yes, he. Oh, maybe. Yeah, he does. As it took a while there for him to save that race car, but he's going to fall all the way back to 13th place. A little bit of contact between him and I believe that was maybe Brett Bennett. Let's take a look at that one. No, it was Kyle Todd behind him. Actually, no, it was Brett Bennett. He got into Brett Bennett there. Todd kind of didn't expect him to check up that much, and Snyder also got into him there. He had it saved for about 2 times. He took him about 5 or 6 seconds, 5, 6 corrections also to save that race car. But the single fell out through most of the field. As Jonathan Barker out in front, talked to him there about 3 minutes ago even. Yo told him just hit his marks, and he had a great restart yet again. Has been hitting his marks around that bottom lane. Really good so far tonight. Not Nick Capiak in second. So far so good here in that one. Stage 1. The second. Parker takes the white flag this time, no cautions out. Capiak will try to chase him down for the final time, but it's probably not going to be enough. Capiak is really trying to do something here through 3 and 4, but Parker pretty much perfect here tonight as Josh Arnold and it's around Donnie Kite for 3rd behind him, but Parker, the cross line, you're a race winner here tonight at Rockingham. The NJB Designs 152 winner here at Rockingham. Jonathan Parker was back-to-back. It's all there. Josh Allen steals 3rd place away from Donnie Kite. Capiak finishes in 2nd place here. Capiak also had a really good win stage 2. Stage 1, excuse me. We're going to burn it down here in the front straightaway. So victory lap going backwards here. Well-deserved win for Jonathan Parker here as we look break and speak to our top 3 after this. As we're back at Rockingham, we got top 3 drivers here tonight. Up is going to be Jonathan Parker, your race winner here at Rockingham. Hello, Jonathan, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
So you get the race win here tonight at Rockingham, back-to-back, one last week at Richmond also. Talk us through that last 10 laps we spoke to earlier also.
Yeah, it was all about just getting that good launch because, you know, if you can get to someone's right rear here, it's over. But I felt so comfortable on the bottom in 1 and 2 on those restarts that I picked that and kind of chanced it. And every time I got a good launch, so that kind of just helped me out there. And me and Nick had a lot of good battles throughout that race. That was a lot of fun with him.
Yeah, what was going through your head when that caution came out once you went down pit lane and you were trapped a lap down? Must have been really frustrating, basically leading that whole stage 3 up to that point, and caution comes out right as soon as you exit pit lane or in pit lane.
Yeah, I thought we were screwed because, you know, when you're on pit road, you can't get the free pass. So even though I was ahead of Nick and I was a lap down, he still got the free pass because he was on the racetrack already. So I had to take the wave by. So that means he jumped me. So I went on that restart. My mindset was, I'm racing the 6 car. Obviously, we got to get back through the field, but I'm racing the 6 car because if I can get ahead of him, he was kind of the main competition most of the day. If I can get ahead of him, I can kind of control how fast I can get through traffic and, you know, take chances based off of if I can get ahead of the 6 or not. And just when the wreck happened, it kind of fell my way. And then on the next restart, we were able to really get ahead of him. And that let me kind of have control of the race. It would have been a completely different story if I couldn't get ahead of him there.
Yeah, I agree that Nick Hapiak was probably the second best driver here tonight, and you guys finished 1-2 in that area too. But anyone to thank for tonight's win?
I'd like to thank Melio. I finally got Melio in victory lane. Lowe's Cobalt Tools and Chad Knaus, Earl Barbin, the crew chief and spotter. And I'd like to thank Brett Bennett for teaching me how to drive this track. Shout out to Andrew Elias and shout out to Christian Pacheco.
Yep, and congrats on your race win here tonight at Rockingham.
Thank you.
So as a second place driver, race winner, excuse me, John Parker is speaking to our second place driver, Nick Hapiak, here in a moment. Hello, Nick, you got a copy?
I do. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. You round yourself off in the second place here. Started second, finished second. You were pretty quick on the long run. Just talk us through that tire saving and how hard it was to save tires while also trying to stay in good positioning.
I the tire saving, I really wasn't saving. That was the weird part. I was giving the car everything it had and more so just kind of manhandling it than just cruising. I don't know. It was all about rhythm. If you could find your rhythm and hit your marks, you could run some really fast lap times. And I don't know. There's something about that line I was running. It was a little bit different than the other guys running the high side, but once the tires got a little bit of wear on it, for whatever reason, that line I was running, it just seemed like it had more grip from middle off. And unfortunately, I needed the long run at the end, and we had that big caution spell there. But you know, it is what it is. I'll take second place. Got a stage win. Got great points tonight. Congrats to Parker. That guy is the one to beat just about every week, him or Ethan. So if I'm going to run to second to anybody, it's probably going to be him. So but
Yeah.
it was just nice to be up there and the whole race really, and run at the front. It's been a minute since I've put a whole race together.
Yep, you were definitely up there and qualified second, finished second. Overall, pretty good race for you. And anyone you like to thank for tonight's good run?
You guys up in the booth for putting all of this on. Juicy Spider Studios, Juicy Spider Gaming, Mike Morgan, my parents for watching, Kwame Scott. You know, we've been doing some work for him on the eNASCAR side of things. there's a lot of people I need to thank right now. We had kind of a rough week in our house. We one of our our youngest cat, his name was Gus. We had to put him down Wednesday. It was pretty rough. We think he may have had a stroke, but so racing with heavy hearts a little bit tonight. It was nice to have a good result, but I can't wait to get back in and race again next week at Charlotte.
Yeah, and sorry to hear about that, but you did have a good race here tonight at Rockingham, and we'll see you next time at Charlotte.
Sounds good. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
Yep, thanks, you too. So it was Nick Hapiak, rounding out in second place as our third place driver, Josh Arnold. Bring him into the booth here. Hello, Josh. You got a copy?
I do.
So you round yourself off in third place with a last lap move on Tony Kite. Talk us through that one going into 3 and 4.
Well, I figured he would go back to the top because the last few laps he had been running the bottom and 1 and 2 and then the top side trying to, because that was honestly, I felt like that was my fastest part really. But I felt like we were even pretty much everywhere else. I didn't think it was going to stick. I honestly expected me to maybe lose a spot from the folks that were behind us with a good run or something like that, 3 wide maybe, but I just dove it down in there, hope for the best. I really wanted to talk to you again, or get into the booth again after last week's lucky break. Tonight, another one, probably average running position of 9th, 10th, 11th, somewhere through there. And it could pull it out of another third is just like lucky at this point.
Yeah, you actually had the most positions gained of 10 tonight, so I kind of wanted to get your thoughts on how hard it was to pass or how you found your way around the race. So I kind of got a good break with that caution right in the middle of that green flag pit stop for some drivers. But talk us through running the mid pack or up front, just the difference.
Yeah, it was really tough to pass on the bottom, of course, unless somebody just really messed up on the top. Obviously Parker was making it work. So and I think Josh Adams was doing a very good job. Nick, Mark, a lot of them were passing on the bottom. Dylan, and the rest of us were just kind of running in a line, and you just really couldn't. Somebody go down low, you just have to take advantage of that and stay up high. Maybe. I know there was a lot of complaints about wall riding tonight, and I mean I can tell you, it does look like they're hitting it. I asked someone in my party, did you just hit that? And he said no. And then the next 10 laps later I said, did you just hit that? And he said yes. So there is few times where it does look like there's some wall riding, but I kind of ran a lane off the wall because I don't like to hit the wall or tap it or anything like that, thinking I'm gonna damage this tank I'm driving in. But I just really unless you just have a tire advantage or you just get such a good run off the previous corner that you might can kind of maybe do what I did on that last corner, just dive it in there and hope for the best. But other than that, it was very tough to pass out there. It was real grippy around the top, so that made it even more of a 1-lane track. And I mean that won't be the case next race at Charlotte next year.
Yeah, next year. But overall, you had a good run here tonight in third place. Anyone like thank for tonight's third place run?
Yeah, the sponsor of tonight's race, NJB Designs. Thank Noah out there for some awesome paint schemes. I was running his tonight, and got NJB Designs into the booth. I think even Jose, who finished top 5 or 6, he had NJB Designs on his car. And then, of course, Legends Broadcasting Network, or Legends Racing Network, sorry, there for broadcasting the race. And then all the sponsors, the partners who were there, been there from the beginning and stuff like that. And Juicy Spider for the great graphics, as always.
Yep, congrats on your 3rd place here tonight at Rockingham.
Thank you. See you next time.
Results here. As Jonathan Parker obviously won tonight's race. We talked about it earlier. 2 times here tonight. Recap Echo being 2nd. Josh Arnold 3rd, just talked about him. Donnie Kite 4th. Last lap move for Josh Arnold around that 2 machine. We saw a little late in the second half of that one. 3 and 4. Josh Adams 5th. Also, it was a relatively great run here in 6th. He led a few laps. After that, caution near the middle of stage 3. Ryan Klein 7th, Brett Van 3, Kyle Todd 9th. Cole Snyder round out the top 10 spot. Dylan Chappell at 11th, Nathan Lyman 12th, Zach Miller 13th, Justin Quimby 14th, Mark Kissmiller 15th, Mike Campbell round out your 16 car field here tonight at Rockingham. The overall fun race here tonight, and as Josh Arnold mentioned, the next race is next year, January 3rd, I believe. It's the next race, which is the first Friday of 2025. So that's good. Next time we try this race on the NAOR. Excuse me. And the next race we have is Bolt Racing League tomorrow night at Texas. Should be a fun one there. And yeah, it should be a good race here Saturday nights at 8:30 Eastern time. So we will see you then.